Welcome to the Miami Sports Bar. Miami Sports Bar.
I swear to God, that shit still goes hard. It's called royalty-free music with some random lady that does like DJ drops for like radio stations saying Miami Sports Bar. Hello and welcome back to the Miami Sports Bar podcast. I'm Joey, and I'm so sorry. I said it last time, I'm pretty sure too, but last time was like a year ago, so I'm so sorry I left you, my 20 viewers or less, alone on an island with no updates. Nothing that you would expect from me would say that I'd be missing for this long. And I mean, personally, I can tell you that the Dolphins didn't motivate me. I took most of the year off, and the year began. I went like 50 something plus days without drinking. I was really locked in, working out a lot, still working out, still boxing. Have had my ups and downs, as we all do. We are all human. Some of us do forget. And, just trying to do my thing. After the Dolphins win on Sunday against the Falcons, I finally had an epiphany that I had to come back. And, you match it up with how the Miami Heat have looked to start the season. I don't think we've ever seen the Miami Heat look this good to start a season. Usually we start out 0-4, not 3-1. But we'll talk about that more. But I'm back. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're tuning in, first things first, I have to definitely shout out. And there's multiple people, but one in particular, and his beautiful Chino, Juanita. If it wasn't for Chino, sometimes I forget I even ever had a podcast. That guy comes to my bar, nicest guy every time, always full of energy, full of good energy. Like unlike me, he's the only one. Now when I'm weeded, he could come up to me and just start talking to me, and it breaks me out of character, because I'm always so like stone-faced killer. And obviously with the Dolphins losing a lot lately, it's even worse. But he gets me out of it, and he starts just telling people, yeah, this guy has a podcast, and it's embarrassing almost in a way because I haven't updated it so long. So I don't even like talking about it because I'm basically promoting a podcast that I haven't, been updating at all. But hey, shout out to Chino. You never let me forget. And I do appreciate that love, brother. And speaking of that, because we'll do some bartender things first. It is funny to say because I realized, so like this past weekend, the Dolphins obviously win. We look good. We look great. We'll get into that too. What we've been waiting to see all year, honestly. But everyone's like, oh, like you're still like you're not in a good mood. The Dolphins won. You're not in a good mood. And I was like, let me remind you, I'm still at work. And obviously the Dolphins have been losing all this whole season. What are we now? We're 2-6. Obviously that's a lot of losses. And I was in Cleveland for that last loss, which is, I'll talk about that too. Dude, yes, I'll be in a good mood for like 15, 20 minutes when the Dolphins win and that game is over. But you have to remember, I'm still at work with like, between me and my coworker Steph, or whoever I'm with, we probably have 50, 60 checks open and a, shit ton of people just screaming my name. This past Sunday was probably the busiest we've been all year. And I think it's finally, the rain has settled down. It's cooled off a little bit. The wind from this hurricane, shout out to the Caribbean. Hopefully everyone's okay over there. All that mesh for, actually pun not intended, for the perfect storm where on Sunday we were actually slammed to the point that I kept telling Stephanie and Yennefer, I'm like, dude, every time I take a step in any direction, someone's waving me down or screaming my name over and over. And then as other regulars trickle in after the Dolphins game, they're like, oh, I thought you would be in a good mood. I thought you'd be in a good mood. Like DJ Monsta, fucking Justin being like, oh, wow, you shouldn't be so overwhelmed. The Dolphins won. I'm like, no. The Dolphins don't make me less overwhelmed. I'm still busy. I'm still rocking it. I'm still running around like crazy. And which I'm not complaining. Like, I get it. That's what I need. Like, Duffy's is the type of, that's the bar that I work at is definitely the type of bar that I need volume. I need volume to make money. So trust me, the volume is appreciated, but it doesn't mean that I have the time to, chit chat with you and to fake a smile. And it's not that I'm trying to look grumpy. It's just kind of what my resting face looks like. And I'm just trying to get things done. And I think I have, to be cocky for a moment, the reason that a lot of regulars that, because they're not my regulars, and I always tell like newer bartenders that have been promoted over time, these are regulars, like you regulars who watch me, like I inherited you from the past. And a couple of you guys like to say cute things like, "Oh, if Joey leaves, I'll never come back," which is nice of you to say, but you will come back because Duffy's is just that spot. It's a spot where you like to go watch games and you have 2-for-1 drinks and you get to all sit in that corner and it's like you guys almost run it to yourself, and that's cool. But I inherited it at the end of the day. Like, it's not my regulars, it's Duffy's regulars. And I think that the reason I would say a big part that of you guys loving me is that regardless of if I'm in a bad mood, a great mood, Dolphins win, Heat win, whatever the case may be, I'm always gonna move. I might not do it with a smile, but it's always like, what do you need? Here's your next drink. Bum 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 bum. I just keep going and I keep going. That's the only way. That's the only way to rock that bar. And those of you who've been there or have worked there with me or worked there without me, whatever, I'm saying the truth. There's no way around it. Maybe on like, a Tuesday night where it's a little slower and you come in, like, yeah, I'll chit chat with you all day. You come in on rainy days and you see me. Yeah, I'll sit there and talk to you for 10, 15 minutes because, nothing going on. But when I'm busy, and it's the type of bar that people are constantly wanting refills, constantly wanting new drinks, constantly wanting to put in an order, or their friend shows up and now that even though their friend is going to be walking around for the next 20 minutes, their friend needs a drink. Like, it's just on top. And like I said, I'm not trying to complain. I'm just trying to, put some perspective, so to say. But I do got a couple good ones. The of what do we used to call it? The bartender pet peeve of the week. I'll tell you a good one was this lady, like she's like a semi-regular. I really don't know her name. An older Hispanic lady. She's sweet. I've only really like spoken to her in passing and just like getting her. Normally she has like some normal drink, and one day I was taking care of her fully, and she's like, started with like a Planter's Punch, and let me tell you, a Planter's Punch is a double shot of Myers, which is strong dark rum, and then like some OJ pineapple grenadine. Like you would think all that. I'm telling you, take a sip of that, you still taste that rum. It's a sweet drink in general, but it's not a strawberry mojito sweet. Like it's strong. So this lady calls me over and she's like, "Oh, oh, baby," because I made some other guest a chocolate martini, and begrudgingly to me, I didn't. Trust me, the last thing I want to do at the outside bar is make a chocolate martini for someone when I have a full bar. But it wasn't like a regular that I know that I can say I'm not doing that. It's just like, all right, I got you. And that the Hispanic older lady saw that I made that chocolate martini and she asked me for one. I said okay, and I made it for her. And like maybe 15, 20 minutes later passes by and she calls me over. She's like, "Sweetie, I need to talk to you." I'm like, "What's wrong?" She grabs my hand, like holds my hand, like she's telling me like a loved one passed away or something. And she goes, "Honey, I need to tell you, this chocolate martini is the worst chocolate martini I've ever had. Like it is disgusting." No, no, I'm just and going on and I'm like, okay, like I'm sorry, whatever, like I'll throw it away, whatever. At that point I already threw it away. What else do you want to drink? "Oh, can you make me the punch?" She didn't even know the name, but I knew, like, because that's what I recommended her at the beginning and she liked that drink. I was like, all right, go make it again. I go make the drink and I bring it back to her and she goes, "Honey, I'm sorry. That was just so bad. Like, I can't believe how bad it was." I'm like, okay, bro. Like, goddamn. Like, I get it. I'm no mixologist. I work at a sports bar. I don't know what was wrong with it. I tasted it before I gave it to her. I think maybe it was just too sweet for her. I put vanilla vodka, white and dark chocolate, and white and, it's not literal dark chocolate, but like dark chocolate liqueur, and chocolate syrup, and then had the whole glass design, like with the chocolate on the bottom. And it was sweet. Obviously, it's a chocolate martini. And I don't mean I didn't even care to ask what was wrong with it. I was just like, okay, it's terrible, great. But yeah, no, all she had to do was tell me, "Hey man, hey man, I didn't like the chocolate martini. Can I get something else?" And it would have had the same outcome: throw it away, make you a new drink. But instead, she chose to take the time out of her night and out of my night when I'm busy to let me know how disgusting it was, which, like, I guess, like, great. That would be great, feedback if I was making chocolate martinis every day. Like if I make a margarita that's so disgusting, sure, let me know because I make margarita. I make probably in a weekend. I can make probably 200-300 margaritas, maybe more in a weekend. So if my margaritas are bad, sure, let me know. I make one chocolate martini a year. Like I'm not even exaggerating. Maybe two or three, because it's 2 for 1. So you know what? Let's say 2 or 4. I'm making 2 or 4 chocolate martinis a year, and I don't need that type of feedback. You just say, hey, you didn't like it, and get something else. You don't need to berate me and make me feel so little, like I just made the worst thing possible. Which I kind of liked it. I tasted it myself. Like if I didn't like it, I wouldn't have given it to her. But hey, this is part of it, right? And then what was the other one? It was a night that we were closing. It was a Friday night because me and Steph always we have these jerseys that say trainer on the back, training team or something like that. And Stephanie had made the first mojitos for the girl. And the way we do double shots of Bacardi because it's 75 cents more compared to the regular mojito that comes with an ounce and a quarter of Cruzan citrus. Right. So this girl calls me over and she asks for the second round. I make them the second round, and I already know, like, I double checked to see how Steph made it, like what rum she rung in, but I still made it the same way because I already know how me and her are basically on the same page about everything. Like 99% of things that me and Steph are like right here. We got it. And I make it, and at some point, like now Steph isn't behind the bar, and it's like maybe like a little, it's almost closing time, so that had to be like 12:30. And the girl, she's like, "Oh, excuse me, you're a trainer?" I was like, "Yeah, what's up?" I'm thinking she's gonna ask me like for a job or something. She's like, "Oh, like what are your like specs to the mojito?" Like, does she use the word spec? So obviously she's in the biz, and now she wants to disrespect me. But I went with it, and I was like, "Oh, well, it's usually a ounce and a quarter of Cruzan citrus, 8 mint leaves, a squirt of lime juice, squeezed lime, 2 ounces of mojito mix, shaken, top with soda water." Like I went through the whole. I said, "You want to be technical? I'll be technical." I was like, "But we make it with double shots of Bacardi for the guest." She's like, "Oh," she just cuts me off. She's like, "Well, I don't taste any of the Bacardi. Can I get some more rum in here? This is too sweet." And I was like, "Oh, okay." And I just like I looked at Steph when she came back. I said, "Go give them 2 more shots." She's like, "What?" I was like, "I'm gonna have someone." I was like, "I can't do it." It was the end of the night. It was already so frustrating. I was like, "How are you gonna talk to me like that? What are the specs to your drink?" That's like going to someone's job and being like, How are you supposed to do that?" Just to cut them off and be like, "Well, you didn't do it right." Complete like, and the fact that she used the word spec tells me that she's in the biz. And like all she had to tell me was like, it's the same thing with the other lady. Like this is a way to talk to people. It's not like I was being rude to her. It's not like anything. Like all you had to do was say, "Hey, excuse me, the first girl, the way she made it, it was a little stronger. Do you think I can get more rum or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." Like, "Oh, my bad." But instead, you want to like try to make me look stupid in front of your friend. That shit had me through the moon. But there are my I guess bartender pet peeves of the last like month. I can't think of any other things. I already talked about people saying they thought I'd be in a better mood. I mean, I guess I could tell you, dude, that Cleveland trip was a shit show. So for that Cleveland trip, well, let me speak. So basically, maybe right before the season started, my boy Joe, shout out Joe, hit up a bunch of us and tried to make this plan to go to Cleveland to watch the Dolphins play. And I was just down because one of my bucket list things is to go to every NFL stadium. And whether it's to watch a Dolphins play or not, I want to go to every NFL stadium because I've already gone. I went to a Jets Patriots game in MetLife years ago, but that was probably one of the greatest experiences I've ever had. Um, when it comes to football, that was beautiful. But yeah, so it was supposed to be like 8, 9, 10 of us, and then slowly dwindled down. People couldn't make it, things happen. So now it's just me and my boy Joe going, and one of our friends who used to work with us, whatever. I didn't work with her, but I've met her over the years, and whatever. She lives up there in Cleveland already. Shout out Michelle. And we were gonna go, and well, the week of, me and Joe just said, "Screw it." Like I said, he thought I was gonna back out, and I was like, "You know what? I want to live my life, do something." Obviously at that point, I was absolutely 100% sure that the Dolphins were gonna win, but whatever. And let me tell you, so I worked that Friday night. Friday night, I'm supposed to close, but Steph owes me a favor because I let her leave early one time when she had to fly the next day. So I leave at like 11, whatever, get home at midnight. Joe's gonna pick me up because he works at the stadium. He works at the Hurricanes game. He's gonna pick me up, take me to his house. I was like, oh, maybe I'll just take a nap at your house because I wanted to take a nap at my house because I know I don't sleep on planes. Long story short, guy ends up falling asleep in the parking lot for where where they park to go to the stadium because they all get shuttled there, and doesn't pick me up until like 2 in the morning. So I'm like waiting, and like at some point he's literally not even answering me anymore. I'm thinking he got in an accident. Like I'm freaking out. Finally, he picks me up from my house to his house in Homestead, 45 minutes. We get to his house. He hasn't even packed yet. Okay, he hasn't even packed. He packs apparently all the wrong shit. And then we go to the airport because our flight's at 6 a.m. But we have to park his truck in the garage and check in his bag because I don't know why I brought a backpack for it. It's literally a 1.5 day trip. We get to the airport, whatever, and then we get stopped at TSA for his bag. And let me tell you, we waited in that TSA line, like the little side line when they pull your bag, for like 20 minutes. Every person in front of us just had 10 plus bags of fucking Cuban coffee. It was insane. I'm not exaggerating. There was probably like 6, 7 people in front of us, and it took us 20 minutes because they had to pull out an excess amount of coffee bags to swipe them all and make sure that they weren't tampered with or whatever. It was absolutely insane. And then the worst part is that we finally get to Joe, and Joe is like, oh, he gives the guy attitude, like, I don't know what could be in there. He's thinking because he has a meta glasses. He's like, maybe, oh, it's the only thing in there are my glasses. And I was like, they wouldn't stop you for meta glasses, bro. I was like, I brought vapes. Like, I'm not even talking about weed vapes. Like, nicotine. I brought 4 nicotine vapes on the trip before. All that stuff. I'm like, if they didn't stop me for that, why would they stop you for glasses that record, that are in a case? Like, it doesn't matter. And you know what they pulled out? They pulled out a bottle of shampoo. You know what? Hold on. Whatever. I was going to try to pull up a picture of him. He's bald as a motherfucker, right? And we got stopped for having a bottle of shampoo. And then we fly out. We fly from like 6 to 7 something to Charlotte. We have an hour and a half layover, have breakfast, have like a beer and a couple shots. Fly to Cleveland, whatever. We get out, dude. Get out of Cleveland. From Cleveland to get your rental cars, like, you gotta take a shuttle that took 20 minutes to get there, and then you take a 30-minute drive over to the Enterprise, or they have like a hub for all rental car places for the airport, which is convenient if it was closer, and also everybody that wanted a rental was going through Enterprise as we were, so it was a long ass line. And then we finally got our stuff. We finally got our car. It took us like another hour. We were not out of the airport in Cleveland when we landed at like 11. We were not on our way out, like driving by ourselves, until like 12:30. And then I wanted to go see the NFL Hall of Fame, and that's what we went to go do. That was like a 45, 50-minute drive, but it was definitely worth it. We did stop at a bar first, try to check in the hotel. It was too early. And then, went to go meet up with these friends that had sleep. At this whole point, I had never slept. Joe slept maybe like an hour and a half, because he's, he has that, what I don't have, like where the grown man thing where you can I can't do that. He can. And I'm not hating on him for that, because I wish, I just don't have that. And yeah, so we end up getting to NFL Hall of Fame, go back to Cleveland. This point is probably like 5. No, actually, no, I'm sorry. Because how I said earlier, we had, that he had not packed, and that he did pack, but he didn't pack anything he wanted. So he wanted to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, which was close to the NFL Hall of Fame. So that was cool. But it took him genuinely 45 minutes to pick out shorts and some sweatpants or whatever, and like a shirt. Like, it was insane. I've never seen a guy shop so hard. I was like, and he was just looking for a black pair of shorts and shirt. Like, I mean, I get it, because the money that you're gonna spend at Dick's is like, like, I understand that, but there's still no way, like, it takes you that long to find something that you're gonna like to wear for a game in Cleveland. And then the next day we go to Cleveland. We drive down, and it's the way they do it. Like, so they have parking passes for, like, let's say, like how the Dolphins have orange passes, like where you park in the stadium or like in a VIP lot. And then everything else is just garages. And one thing I read online, because nobody that I spoke to had any like real information. So one thing I said online said just drive downtown and park in any garage and just pay there. And I was like, okay, that sounds like the plan. We weren't that far from downtown, and the way they had it set up is like, so you have Lake Erie on the back end and the Brown Stadium right on it, and then everything in front of it is a downtown area with a casino. You have the Cleveland Guardians field. You have the Cleveland Cavaliers arena, which was side by side, which was really dope, honestly. And then when I woke up the next morning, I looked at it again and it said, "Oh, that if you don't have a prepaid parking pass, it's not going to let you in." So I was like, "Oh, let's be safe." I buy a $60 prepaid parking pass to some garage, and it gives me the address. We pull up to the address, and it's nowhere to be found. It's not there, and we're driving in traffic in downtown, like everything's clogged. Certain lanes are blocked off. Okay, so we go look it up. I finally I get like they show me a Google image for where the garage is supposed to be for what I paid for, and it's like a five block difference. But in downtown with that traffic, it's like a little 15-minute drive to get there. So I said, you know what? Let's go pull up to the casino, because we wanted to go to the casino afterwards, anyways. We get to the casino, and they say, oh, you have to have some type of pass or whatever to park valet in a casino if you're going to the game. And the guy was like, dude, just put $40 on the seat and I'll take care of it. So shout out to that casino worker. I wish I had his name. Or maybe it's a good thing I don't have his. Actually, I'm not popular enough to get him fired. But I mean, that guy looked out for us. And I tried to resell my ticket, and you could not resell the ticket, because then I found out it was basically I paid an upcharge, because all it was if I went to the website for the garage or whatever, or if I went to the website for downtown parking in Cleveland, I could have prepaid it myself and paid like half of the price. But I paid $60 for a pass that I never used, and I couldn't resell it because it's a prepaid parking spot. So I don't know, it was stupid. And then we go to the game, and it was raining the whole first half. It wasn't that bad. They said it was going to be freezing. It was not cold. The wind was not like that. All you did really see was just unmotivated Dolphins, like it was like everything. And like, I know I'm the biggest defender of Tua, which you'll see me hype him up right now in a little bit, but it's like, dude, like we were not, it's like everything that could go wrong went wrong. Like I'm talking about, like, we had an interception that got brought back by some bullshit PI. You got uh we're getting late hits on the quarterback on handoffs. We're just doing we had the fumble on a kick return. We have, he had the 3 picks, and that first pick to Achan was definitely just like, I mean, whatever, the DB made a great play on it. It just came out of like he just took it out of Achan's hands, and Achan's not a receiver and he's a shorter guy, so Tua obviously didn't make a perfect throw, but still, it's not something that was like straight to the defense. And then the second, which was so stupid, and there was a couple plays that made me like question, like the first time that I've ever been like on this hype train of Mike McDaniel needs to go, because we're backed up in our own end zone, and he's just making questionable plays or questionable play calls. And then we have a 3rd and 12 where Tua's literally like his back foot is at the out of bounds in the back of our own end zone, and there's an unblocked blitzer, and obviously Tua just like tries to throw it away, and it just gets absolutely demolished on top of that. And then it's a pick that almost ends up being a pick six, but turns into a touchdown right away. There was a play where maybe I could find it. It was a drive where we had we were in our own end zone again. It was before that, and it was 1st and 10. Ollie Gordon takes a run for 9 yards, 2nd and 1. And on 2nd and 1, where we just had a good 9-yard run, and we're still backed up, so like, you need the first down, you need some opportunities. What do? A play action where it was clearly drawn up for Julian Hill, and Julian Hill's bum ass can't even gain a yard, so we stay at 2nd and 1, or now 3rd and 1. I'm sorry. And then on 3rd and 1, you would think, like, now it's a little late. We just go, and then we just try to do some trickery, but it's a straight run, get stopped, and then we go for it on 4th down, get the first down. But it was just like, why on 2nd and 1, where you just had a 9-yard run where your big rookie running back, strong rookie running back, just give it to him again. Let him run. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least that play call to me seems more logical, where I feel like Mike McDaniel has coached himself into a position where he outsmarts himself, where he tries to create, drastic plays where it's not needed necessarily. And based on the flow of the game, we don't have the momentum. Like you need to gain momentum because there was a couple drives where we controlled the ball, went down the field, ran clock, but then only ended up with field goals. But like you need to go off of that. Like obviously we're not explosive right now and things aren't going our way. The field is wet, the ball is wet. Like, you know, you gotta draw something else up. It just wasn't working. And then you just see everybody on the side, and we were like, I was row 8 behind the Dolphin sideline, so you just see everyone's just heads down, like no one's hyping each other up, like nobody's really getting into it. Which, and I'll talk about it during the Falcons highlights if you get to see any of it, is the thing is that you see at the end of the day, like this is a game for these guys. Like, yes, they get paid millions of dollars, they get paid extremely well to play a sport, that a lot of us dream that we could be in that same, situation, but we're not. They are. But at the end of the day, it's still a game and you need to have fun. If you're not having fun, and that's why like I always hate seeing like those comments where it's like, oh, why are we celebrating touchdowns or first downs when we're still 2-6? Like, no, because it's all mental. At the end of the day, like if you're not happy in what you're doing, you're not going to succeed in what you're doing. Isn't that what they tell you? And whatever you're doing in life, if you're not doing what makes you happy, then why are you doing it? If you're playing and that's for like regular everyday life, right? Like that's what we talk about with like the career decisions that normal people make who work 9 to 5s or go and start a business or whatever. This is still football at the end of the day. Like these, like, and obviously us fans, we want to see a better outcome, so I understand why people get so frustrated. But if these guys aren't having fun and enjoying each other, like where Waddle at the end of the Falcons game says like, yeah, Big Oos, I still trust you, and like, and how there was a clip where Ashton Davis hugged Tua and was like, that's how you fucking do it, Oos, like hyping him up and being happy. Like why wouldn't you want that? That's what you should want. That's what shows you that the team hasn't given up and they still believe in each other. You know what I mean? Well, yeah, I want to get in the highlight. You know what's funny is that what's part of the problem with me not podcasting it is that how long it's been. I had, first, from the moment when I started clearing off my desk, charging my camera, trying to reconnect everything, open up the software programs on the computer, and mess with it to the point where I could not get my camera to stop autofocusing. And I feel like I've taken care of that for the most part. And this is probably the best quality I've had, but it could be better quality. And I know that. And it's frustrating. And with updates and doing everything and remembering how to set things up, dude, that shit took me hours. I feel so dumb. And then I forgot how to play around with my little thing, when I used to have the little sound effects. Yeah, I mean, I gotta set this up better, But hey, at least we're back. Hooray! Yeah, there you go. But I do remember how to do this. Maybe. How do I switch the scenes? Hey, there we go. Should be good. Well, we gotta watch these highlights together at some point. What's funny is that I didn't watch the highlights to this game. I mean, I've seen all the stuff on ESPN, but not the full highlights until now, so. Here you go, 3rd and 9. Let me tell you what I was thinking. I was like, yep, 1-7, cancel the season. As soon as that happened, tell me you don't agree with me. Tell me you weren't watching the game and thought the exact same thing.
Goes. And Ellis led the brigade for the Falcons. 3rd down and 9.
Oh, and then, I gotta say, because everyone was talking about, oh, well, you beat their backup. And no, fuck you. All right, our best receiver is also out. All right, we've had half of our O-line have never started before until this season. You already know the DBs that we're without, and Kirk Cousins isn't just some random backup. This guy had a full offseason to recover. He's played with the team for a couple years now. He's there every week. He should know the offense. The fact that they were making mistakes or receivers are running wrong routes or Kirk Cousins is expecting them to run a different route based on whatever they called in the huddle and when he killed it or whatever, I don't want to hear it. This is NFL at the end of the day. And if we are as bad as we're supposed to be, the outcome shouldn't be what it was.
Clean, and here we go. And Cousins to the air. Here comes Phillips. Passes out.
The tackling,
Caught over
bro.
there by Pitts.
Jack Jones,
gonna
one
be
thing
shy
he's
of the
done, he
first
might not
down.
be a great
Terrific
cover corner
swarming
this year, but he's
defense.
been
Led on the play
amazing
by
at making
Jack
tackles.
Jones. Ollie Gordon is the back. It's 1st and 10, Tua to the air. There's time, and there's an open receiver. And he's got Malik Washington, who will dance into that secondary.
The touchdown
and
that
is
we're going to see
whacked
to
out of
Malik in a
play
little
by
bit.
J.T.
Beautiful.
Bertrand. Achan was in motion. 2nd down and 9. And this is right.
And the running game today,
Today
on Sunday, was
and brought down
diabolical.
at the 46, a couple yards shy of the first. At Cleveland, over 100 yards, a penalty. Look at Achan busting free.
Achan was like a big baller.
And
the blocking was good. If you look,
a couple yards shy of the first. At Cleveland.
yeah. Corey Brewer immediately getting to the second level, but gets tripped up. That sucks. But everyone else is blocked, and then Achan just has to make one man miss to make it a decent run.
Busting free and into the secondary. And brought down by D. Alford. Gordon back in, the Doak Walker winner in college football a year ago. 3rd and 1. He has a first down. Good-looking drive.
You see
Began
stuff
back
like
at
that.
the Fins 21. It's 1st and 10.
Celebrating first downs.
Achan, Ingold with the block. Achan cuts, drives, and he's down to the 10.
The Sonic $1.99 menu. So much deliciousness for $1.99.
And he's down to the 10. Here they go. Bertrand again with the stop. Gordon is in 4th and 1.
So they don't show it because I just saw the feature. Ollie gets the first down, but as soon as he gets up, he starts flexing. He's like screaming in the defenders' faces. Everyone's hyping him up. Everyone's happy. And when I saw that play, and I was at work, but I did look up because I saw it was 4th and 1, and I see that play, and I'm just like, oh, this is a completely different game. Because what I saw in Cleveland was just dudes like not caring, like they were just checked out. I don't know if they brought in a motivational speaker, if they had like a players only meeting again that actually went well this time. I don't know, but the swagger that they carried in this game. Oh, we haven't even spoken about the fact that Tua was playing with pink eye. Tua literally had one eye completely shut, wearing a visor, and now he's saying that he's gonna keep wearing his visor because everyone wants him to. And you don't break a good luck. That's like a sports, like a superstition. Something works for you. If all of a sudden you have a good game, and you did something different that game, now you can't change it. And then here comes like a beautiful, easy first touchdown.
He's had a couple runs to get first down and a third down run, and back to pass Tua, and here he goes, and that's a touchdown.
Beautiful.
Caught by Achan. And the first touchdown
Our defense was on point. I mean, dude, we held Bijan to 25 rushing yards, and he fumbled.
First quarter, in first and 13 games.
Well, first he's gonna miss this out to the flat. He has a chance to get a touchdown right to the flat to Gordon, but then Achan with that scissors out of the backfield causes confusion in coverage.
What's funny is that later on in the game, so they probably showed him that he missed Gordon, and later on in the game he makes it up to Gordon with Aaron Brewer's help, making the nastiest block I've probably ever seen on a screen pass.
First down and 10. Kirk Cousins to the air. Time and the throw right on the
One thing that surprised me is that we didn't get any
downfield
picks on
by the
Kirk.
tight end, Kyle Pitts.
And how funny is Kyle Pitts has his best game of the fantasy season
Wilkinson
so far
the
with
block,
Kirk Cousins.
And the short pass, Algier, and he leans in for the first down. Fitzpatrick back. 3rd and 1 for Kirk Cousins, who is 5 of 6. Algier. Crap, Sealer
Nasty
getting through,
stop.
bringing him down.
Look at Sealer get through from the left side. You can see my mouse. Look at him get.
Down Fitzpatrick back. 3rd and 1 for
Sealer's over here, where the pause button just was. He's over here.
Cousins, who is 5 of 6.
And he's gonna. Oh man, the way he just look at his guy. That is nasty work.
Algier. Crap, Sealer
And just
getting
right by the
through,
ankle.
bringing him down. Like
And you would think that was like a group tackle. That was straight Sealer. Sealer made that whole play.
Like it. Algier. Crap, Sealer getting through.
I mean, he's probably getting tackled regardless.
Like a
But
torpedo, he shoots through and trips up the Falcon running back. Here is Parker Romo, who came in after the first game of the season and took the place of the ineffective Younghoe Koo. A 45-yard field goal is
still
in.
can't believe they got rid of Young.
And the Falcons are on the board. Achan the back, 2 into the air. So far 2 of 4. It's Achan. Oh, got a nice block in there on that line from
just like
Brewer. The
blocking
center
is better.
Achan.
Like everyone's just
nice
playing
block in
more
there on that.
with more
Achan the back,
emphasis.
2
And even on a quick screen pass.
into the air. So far 2 of 4. It's Achan. Oh, got a nice block in there on that line from
Aaron Brewer was going off on these
center,
screen
and then he
pass
is finally
blocks,
brought
dude.
down by the
This is an unsung block because they didn't talk about this. I haven't seen that highlight until right now.
43, 3rd and 4, 2 into the air. 4 on the block and high and uncatchable and
And that's crazy because you see.
Caden
So we go from good blocking, and please look at the offensive line. This is not a screen pass. This is just a quick pass to the sticks.
Is out and on IR. 43, 3rd and 4.
1002 already.
2 into the air. 4 on the block and high and uncatchable and incomplete for the leaping Washington.
I mean, hey, we know how the game worked out, but I gotta be, after the season that we've had so far, I have to be, you know,
It's 3rd
to be
and
worried
10.
about
Robinson
everything
gets
that
the
I see.
call, and down he goes.
I wish they would have
Puts
shown
on
the
him,
play before this where we
and
almost got a
Miami
safety.
stops him. Rasul Douglas jumping on him too at the 7, gain of 4.
Yeah, he's definitely banged up, and waking up this morning with a swollen eye doesn't help.
There's the block. There's the throw. First
Up and
See,
waking up.
that's the stuff that we miss from Tua. And that's the type of stuff where he gets to his man and he makes an accurate throw where only he's going to catch it, and he kept him safe. He didn't put him into a world of hurt by leading him too much. He threw it into his chest because he knew he was going to get hit, so he can brace
This
himself.
morning with a swollen eye
Turns
doesn't
around,
help.
sets his feet,
There's the block.
boom.
There's the throw. First
And that's over
Up and waking
2
up this morning
defenders.
with a swollen eye doesn't help.
1,
There's
2 over both their heads, right on top of the DB, right before the DB.
the block. There's the
Into
throw.
his chest.
First Waddle. First time
And then he
today
misses the
catches
tackle. That's the
and
only
takes
reason he gets
some
his extra
cargo
yards.
inside the 20. All parts of this team
He
is
patted him on the head, like,
always
yeah,
the case.
nice
From
try,
the
son.
15, 3rd and 7. It was deflected by Ellis. The ricochet.
This would have changed the
and
whole game, not gonna
bubble.
lie.
And
This is one of those
Bertrand,
plays that we
15,
never get a break on. It's obviously, and it's
down
not,
to
this is not
20.
bad
All parts of this team is
technically, because it's part of, you know, running a screen pass is that you're supposed to like chip the lineman and then you move forward because it's supposed to be a quick pass. But if you don't get it, especially when you're facing a front like that, too many guys are coming at you at the same time. Pause. So it's hard. Pause again. It's difficult to, you know, get it over these defenders because they're literally getting right past most of the old linemen who are just trying to get downfield to make the blocks on the quick screen.
always the case from the 15.
Yeah. I mean, dude, look at that.
3rd and 7. It was deflected by Ellis.
Literally trying to get straight in
and
front of
the bubble.
Achan.
And Bertrand
Nothing he can do,
almost
and he
had
just
it
got lucky.
on that
Got out of
ball,
there with
which
a field
Ryan
goal.
Patterson's going to try a 34-yard field goal to extend the Miami lead. Yep, right down the middle it goes. 10-3 Dolphins. It's 3rd down and 8. Cousins to the air. Again,
And
Matthews
defense
the
just
block
showed
with
up.
Robinson. Downfield, high and
I say that when he
incomplete.
completely
And
airmails
whistling
the
over
ball.
head of Darnell Mooney.
Yeah,
He
just
has
look at
come
him
through,
right
has
now.
a sack on that last time that Atlanta had it. Atlanta now 0 of 5 on 3rd down. Here's a
Oh, my
first down
goodness.
throw down him.
So I know that from this, so 1st and 10 at our own 18. Yeah, we definitely. I know we drive down the field and get a touchdown. So I don't want to glaze over that.
That
But this
Atlanta had
pass.
it. Atlanta now 0 of 5 on 3rd down. Here's a first down throw downfield. And Westbrook Akine
His only
comes
catch
up
of the day.
with the leaping grab space to. Young defensive line is ready to go for that Atlanta team. And it's Gordon. He'll bust
Because
free.
Gordon
Get the
had a
first
day,
down.
bro.
Galloping to the sideline and hit by
And the way he
Terrell.
slid,
1 of
it's like someone
13
gave
to get the
him
first
a
down.
class on like how
Galloping
to
to the
stay
sideline
healthy
and
for
hit
more
by
of your career.
Terrell. 1 of 13 on 3rd downs.
Now this 3rd and
There's a
11.
3rd and 11. Tungo Vailoa got it. First down catch. Down to the 8.
they show a
Goal
different
to
angle?
go.
No, right?
Grab there.
I didn't want to pay
Waddle.
for the NFL thing right now. I would have got
From the 9,
it's different
8.
stuff. So this is a play. So we had a similar play in Cleveland where it was Malik, but he almost got hurt. Where we had like it was a 4th down though, like a 4th and 12, and they're like, "Oh, why did you throw it?" And I'm like, "You throw it because the play design, like you're playing like that play call was against a soft zone. If it was man, Waddle would have never got open. Waddle got to the sticks and turned around and found a little empty space, and Tua just zipped it in.
11. Tungo Vailoa got it. First down catch. Down
And it's
to
on
the
the backer.
8.
Yeah,
Goal to go.
no
Grab
chance.
there. Waddle. From
And
the
then
9,
this,
1st and goal, no timeouts.
probably the
Tua.
best touchdown we've seen all year.
The Sonic 199
Ain't
menu.
no
So much
fucking
deliciousness
way.
for
If I gotta watch this ad, y'all
$1.99
watch
each,
that.
it'd be impossible
No,
to
I'm
name
not
them
kidding.
all.
I'm not gonna do that.
But I'll try. Gino double cheeseburger, croissant bites, cherry slush, green apple slush with flavor bubbles, cheesy Baja crispy tender wraps. Whew. Get them all on Sonic's one.
Fair enough to reset it for y'all.
9, 1st and goal, no timeouts. Tua. And he got the block on the play, and
The
he
zip, the velocity. It's
caught,
like something was so different
touchdown!
about this game.
Malik
Making the
Washington
plays that
got
we
the
haven't made all
laser.
year.
Second touchdown pass today for Tua Tagovailoa.
Washington just comes up. He's going to sit
Dude, that
down
throw
on the
is
inside
insane.
with
That
a corner
catch
right
is
behind
amazing.
it and a
Because
flat.
I don't want to only
He
hype up
catches
Tua.
it,
That's an
has
amazing
control,
catch.
breaks the play, and gets inside the pylon. Let's see.
And that's
You got
such a
one,
great
two,
throw, dude. I'm
and
sorry.
wrapped around the front pylon.
Like, there's no way you can get enough of
See
that
if there's any
catch.
bobble of the ball. He
That
gets
throw
hit,
and
but the
catch.
ball never bobbles.
Savai Naya with another good block.
He gets hit, but
Yeah, we're watching it again. He's damn right.
Malik Washington. He throws. And he got the block on the play, and he throws. Caught.
Dude, nice
Touchdown.
throw. When I saw that,
Malik
I didn't even know how to
Washington
sell it
got
because
the
I was more happy just to see the capability is still there to make these type of plays than it was us scoring a touchdown.
just
If
comes
that
up.
makes
He's going to
sense, you know?
sit down on the inside with a corner right behind it and a flat. He catches it, has control, breaks the plane, gets inside the pylon. Let's see. You got 1, 2. See if there's any bobble of the ball. He gets hit, but the ball never bobbles.
Savai Naya with another good block. 4. Cousins D. 2 yards a game and a little over 20 today. 3rd down 4. Cousins deep, and the ball went
Yeah, that's the one that
wide.
went
He was
viral.
going short.
He's
It's
pissed off that someone ran
incomplete.
the wrong route, but he's literally on the sideline. You saw there was another angle of the play where they don't show it. Let me see. So I don't know who he is, but the receiver up top before this
2 yards.
kept questioning, asking his receivers and trying to signal to Kirk, like, what's
It's a
the
game a
route?
little
What's
over
the
20
route?
today.
And I guess,
3rd
I don't
down,
want to say he
4.
got ignored, but
Cousins
it was definitely just a
deep, and the
miscommunication.
ball went wide. He was
I don't know if it
going
would have been a
short.
completion because
It's
Jack Jones was all
incomplete.
over him. But
Into the nickel. Achan on the move. 3rd and 10. Achan the call. Blocked by Washington. And then he staggers ahead. Nice
I
defensive
wish they
play
showed
by
more
Mike
highlights,
Hughes.
bro, because there's a lot of
Shin Robinson,
plays that we
7
definitely
carries,
haven't seen.
19 yards. It's 1st and 10. It goes to Robinson. Trying to get a block, and Matthews provides. He gets another block downfield.
Oh, yeah, here comes the
Number
fumble.
1 in scrimmage yards per game in the NFL. Today, though, held in check
You
until
know, it
that
sucks
play
because we
from
maybe
the
have 1 or
19.
2 picks on the
It's
season,
1st
and
10.
everything
Oh,
we do is
Robinson
all
fumbled.
fumbles.
It's picked up on the play by
I hope they
Dodson.
show us a different angle of
Robinson
that.
fumbled the ball. Flag down. That's only his
You
second
guys saw that
fumble
peanut
of the
punch
season.
by
with 2
Jack Jones
touchdowns
against the
and no
Jets?
picks.
Oh, they don't
That
show
is
it.
not the Tua we're seeing today.
2nd down and 10. Achan, look
Yeah,
at him.
run game was in
slither
good,
his way
blocking
for
was
the
good, but
first
it was really a
down.
lot of our running backs
Battling
making
today
plays and
from
making the right cuts.
41, 2nd and 4, Achan, and stopped initially by James Pierce.
Okay.
Interesting thing about Achan, coming tight end on the
Interesting
move.
thing about Achan.
Achan the call, and he'll fly, and he gets the first down, brought down by Roberts. Another first down on 2nd and 5. A gain of 6.
As you can see there's a glare that comes with wearing a visor, but so far no ill effects
And
today.
here comes
10th
Waddle.
play of the drive. Here they come. There he goes, Waddle. Look at him fly. You can kiss him goodbye. Waddle.
I'm gonna wait to see if they show another angle. If not, I'm just gonna have to replay it again myself. I love that Sally. You hear that with the. Like, think about how quick that
Waddle
play
on the
happened.
backside after the play
A
fake,
little quick
gets
play
the
action
linebacker's
and just
attention with that
immediately
play
lets the
fake,
ball
and then
loose
just
over the
quick
middle.
throw,
No
the quick
second thought.
release.
That's what we missed from
Falcons
Tua. Because they said, yeah, take away the first read, take away the first read. But a lot of things that you could tell throughout the seasons that he's lost his confidence. Where instead of a lot of his interceptions and turnovers have come from him second guessing, not planting his feet, not letting it rip. Like, sometimes you just got to trust the play after it develops. And that's what he did here. This is literally what he did here.
Visor, but so far no ill
He didn't
effects
have time to
today.
look. He
10th
turned
play
around
of
and
the
threw
drive.
it.
Here they come. There he goes.
You can see it
Wearing
again.
a visor, but
Ready?
so far no ill effects
Play action.
today.
Turns around,
10th
sets his feet immediately.
Play of the
Throws
drive.
it.
Here they come. There he goes. Waddle. Look at him fly. You can
Obviously, it
kiss
helps
him
when we finally have a
goodbye.
running game for the first time this year.
Touchdown.
Because another part of his
43-yard
play action
strike.
plays is when
Wow.
you can't bring up the linebackers, you can't bring up the safeties when you have no running threat. And we definitely do have a running threat with Achane, and Ollie Gordon obviously has shown this week and in other weeks in certain plays that he has the explosive type of capability to make a big play, but we're not doing consistently enough where they just stay back.
Then struggled, and they pulled him in week 15. There's a pass, 2nd and 5, grabbed here, Cardell Hodge. They have a 3rd and 10.
Yeah,
And they bring 5.
Get right. Yeah, it's insane.
Cousins underneath, grab here by Pitts, and look at the swarming tackle led by
We only had
Brooks.
1 sack, and it was by Jordan Brooks in this game. But it's crazy to see how well our D-line looked. We did not give them time to throw.
Cousins
And that, look at that.
throws and incomplete, and look where Miami's going to.
That's a 2-man rush.
Cousins
Look at this play.
is on the move.
Look at that. Two men just kind of stood there. Only Chubb and Phillips rush. Or is that Chop? It's Chop and Chubb. Only Chop and Chubb. Try saying that fast. Chop and Chubb are the only 2 to rush.
Cousins
And they get through.
Throws and
That's insane.
And look where Miami's going to take over.
And let us not forget that this is the best ranked passing defense in the league.
The yard line of
The
Cousins couldn't hit.
Falcons, not the Dolphins,
Today,
obviously.
it has been very smooth, and you can see it with the results.
And the 6'2" Gordon will take it and find a
Look at
hole and get a
Gordon.
block from
Jesus.
Waddle and
You hear that
swirl his
smack?
way for a first down. Find a hole and get a block from Waddle and swirl his way for a first down. Washington on the move. Oh, look at Achane. Waddle with a block. And he's tackled by Bates.
The Sonic 199 menu.
No way.
So much.
Is this a play?
Just underway in the 4th quarter.
yeah.
Oh, here comes.
Let's watch Brewer. Dude. So from right here, our center, Aaron Brewer, who was ranked one of the best centers in the league last year. Take that as you will. Snaps the ball, obviously, and it's not even like a real screen. It's just like it's a designed running back dump off, I guess you'd call it. I'm not, I know what I know about football. I don't know, everything I wish I knew. But
Just underway in the 4th.
snaps the ball, gets over. Obviously, he knows, and what I'm assuming is Alec Ingold knows that it's a quick dump off to Ollie Gordon. Like the ball's already in the air.
Quarter. Oh, here
Jesse
comes
Bates did not return after that play.
Ollie Gordon.
Now let me
He's
just
gonna-
let the whole play.
Just
thing.
underway in the 4th quarter. Oh, here comes Ollie Gordon. He's going to waltz in. That's a
Look at
touchdown
that happy,
for Miami.
hyped, celebrating,
It's too easy.
high stepping,
20-yard touchdown
remembering that they're
reception.
just playing a game and
Catch
that
and
they're happy
run.
to be there.
His
And that they're
first
happy to win.
touchdown reception in the NFL.
Ollie Gordon said the best
when he's
after he
having
said,
a
"We got
big
our
day
swagger
for
back."
Miami's offense.
The linemen are looking for people to block. They're going up the field going, there's nobody here for me to
There's
block.
no one to block.
It's just it's a foot race at that point. Nice job by Brewer with the kick out, and then from that point, it's just a foot race.
You saw
Kick
that?
out, and then from that point, it's
Look at
just
when
a
he gets
foot
up,
race.
smacking his helmet. Like, let's go.
3rd down, 1, and they convert right there with Robinson. And he'll look into the nickel. Blocked by Robinson. Underneath they go. Caught by Hodge. It's helping the run game. 37-yard line. They take over for a 2nd consecutive time on downs. Their defense doing the job. 2 into the air. 1st and 10. Throws a laser.
Oh, yeah,
Caught by
that's
Waddle.
crazy.
Weaving inside to the red zone. To the 8. 1st and 10. 2nd consecutive time on
Yeah, no,
downs.
this is a
Their
confidence.
defense doing the
This
job.
is a
2
great
into the
game
air.
for the offense,
1st and
for the
10, throws a
team.
laser.
The whole team
Caught
played well.
by
Special
Waddle.
teams played
Weaving
well.
inside to the red
Didn't miss
zone,
field
to the
goals.
18.
No
So
fumbles.
He's got
Not
that
giving up
stuff.
big
He-
returns.
It's not a fleet of people helping him. He
Tua
does
gets to
it on
throw
his
4
own.
touchdowns.
From the 19, 2nd down and 10. Tua blocked
Running game
by
looks
Gordon.
good. Blocking looks good.
Incomplete. And trying to find the window on a pass to Westbrook. A field goal for 36 yards and extend the lead. With the snap, it's a beauty. Down the middle, 34 to 3.
I'm pretty sure
With the
we
injury to
understand.
Duck, they've had to
We're gonna
maneuver
get
some
a
of their.
garbage time touchdown. What's going on here? And definitely is worth talking about the Miami Heat. I kind of paused on you guys. Bam Adebayo has been shooting lights out from 3 right now. And we're 3-1 and averaging 120 plus per game. And I tried to fast forward into a part of the video where we get to it's like an 11-0 run. The whole point is that Bam said himself that when we played the Grizzlies in the whole first half, they might have called one actually offensive play. All they're doing is running, letting everyone touch the ball, and just playing through each other and waiting for open shots to occur. And now, you know what? I didn't know who Simone Fontecchio was before we traded for before we traded away Duncan and we got Simone Fontecchio. This guy has been, I think he's already at least in the first 4 games he's hit at least 3 or 4 threes per game, and he's made crazy blocks. He's played great defensively. Honestly, one of my biggest complaints about Duncan always was how he could not play well on the defensive end. Like, he was a great shot maker, and I still love him. He gave us a lot of great memories. I remember a lot of first quarters where he has like 15 or more points in the first quarter because he can't stop hitting threes. But look at us. We went into the fourth quarter with already over 100 points. We end up in this game with 140. Like, this is insane. Like, the way we've been playing this, whatever new system that Spoelstra has implemented, now that we don't need, like, because Tyler Hero, when he comes back, he's not going to ruin the momentum, because Norman Powell didn't play this game either. But when we played with Norman Powell against the Grizzlies, we still had 130, 140. It's the same thing. Like, they don't need to be ISO. They can catch and shoot. They can create a quick shot. They can drive in and make their own opportunities. We don't, and it's not to, Jovic. And it's not to, take shots at Jimmy, but the only way that Jimmy worked as a star for us is that when Jimmy got the ball, everything had to stop, and he had to go to work. Right now, our offense is, look at how quickly they pass the ball back in after that. Like, they get the ball and it's just go. Jaquez in this game had what? 28 right there. There you go. He had 20 in the first half.
Bridges, good shot there. Loaded up and cashed in. 14 points for him, and playing on both ends of the floor.
I'll see you at the end.
It's about finding a way to close it and win. Wiggins at his best experience.
Editing your podcast on Riverside is a
That was
no-brainer,
139,
and I want to show you why.
whatever.
Your podcast
But
transcript is here, and you just
realistically,
have to edit the text, and that will
as
edit
I
the
get towards the
podcast.
end of this,
Super
because I don't have a lot, I do want to speak on the fact that we are 2-6. Okay. In 2021, for those who remember, and I tried not to make this comparison a couple weeks ago. I did bring it up a few times, but it's not something that happens very often. Now, we were 1-7 and we won 7 in a row. When we were 1-7, the first win, because we were on a 3-game losing streak, I think it was something like that. And we played Baltimore in Miami on Thursday night. Similar to how tomorrow, or whenever, Thursday, we are playing Baltimore Thursday night. And we beat them in Miami on Thursday night. And that was our first of 7 games in a row. This would be our second win in a row if we win tomorrow. And obviously, we're both down bad right now, as Lamar has missed 3 weeks. And I'm pretty sure we're both teams are 2-6. So I just wanted to go watch the highlights, not with a lot of pausing and commentary, just kind of like watch what happened that led us to that 7-game win streak. And I'm pretty sure
been pretty obvious from
this
my
is
perspective.
before
Here's
Tyreek.
Duvernay getting it on a handoff. He's got a first down plus.
What I hear.
Steve
That Cater Cove.
offensive rushing attack is daunting. Pass is complete.
Duke Riley. Damn, complete different team. Kinda
Here's
sad.
Freeman right side, gets to the edge.
Manuel Ogba. Jerome Baker.
Blitz.
Why did he stop on
End
that?
zone incomplete. And Tucker, per usual,
They were
nails
6-2 and we were
for the
2-7.
second straight game.
So I misspoke. Not 1-7.
Fake it to
2-7.
Gaskin, completed to Wilson. He makes
Wait, is
a
this the right game?
miss, and now another. What a move!
Wait, am I tripping?
Of the downs.
Oh no, I'm not tripping. Why did I think that Tua played in this game?
Jackson wants it, takes it. Pass is low. I mean, he was.
For experiences like
Yo,
no other,
come on,
you work
man.
hard like no other.
These fucking ads, dude. Just want to see if I'm tripping.
And a good call.
Yeah, so Tua's playing, so why was Brissett in?
Athleticism, and there were many defensive coordinators that didn't sleep.
I can't remember, so I guess I'll find out. Oh, well, this was the Brian Flores era, where Brian Flores didn't want Tua to play. That's what it was.
That's Jalen Waddle. Play action from Brissett.
So Brissett must fuck up somewhere. Oh, that's a play.
Sets up 1st and goal. 3rd down and goal. End zone. Incomplete.
God, we had such a big bunch of nobodies plus Jalen Waddle on that offense that year. Jesus Christ. That was Preston Williams.
Jackson throws.
I remember when I thought Preston was going to be great.
0 for 4 on 3rd down. 3rd and 9. Quick throw out on the edge. Brown won't get it, won't get close. Brissett.
Oh, Brissett probably gets hurt.
Whether it's that or a combination of the humidity, like you said. Brissett.
That's not
Waddle is overthrown, and it's nearly picked by Averett. At 120 in that overtime win over the Vikings. Jackson. Little pitch to Freeman.
Oh, shut up when Devontae Freeman was on the Ravens. It's fun watching those old highlights sometimes because you forget where people were.
Here's one to the sideline for the 1st down. Extra men on the rush. Brissett in trouble. He's got Ford.
Oh, Isaiah Ford. I was trying to remember who 87 was. I remember this play. I was at the game. A minute ago.
From scrimmage, 52 yards. Brissett.
Oof.
Complete. Quick throw right into the grass.
Alright, so we take the lead in halftime.
Blitz.
Oh God, Javon.
Jackson keeps
Javon's
it
rookie year
alive.
too. Had to
Throws
be.
it for Brown. And
Oh.
broken up. Tua in the ball game, and down we go to Christina
Oh.
Pink.
Joe, Jacoby Brissett was cleared to return to the game after working out that knee, but as he approached to go back on the field, head coach Brian Flores stopped him, pointed at Tua, and told Tua that he was going in. Jacoby Brissett clearly frustrated
probably
as
the
he
first
headed
time
back
Brian-
to the bench.
first
The
and
thing
only
to
time
watch
Brian
for Tua
Flores
right now
actually
with that fractured finger
gave Tua.
is his grip getting the clap.
It's either he wanted him to fail or he wanted to
Starts
force him to succeed.
in the shotgun. A little pistol formation with Gaskin behind him. And a handoff to Miles Gaston.
Shout out Miles Gaskin,
Officially,
bro.
his return.
And Dolphins
Brissett
have gone through so
questionable.
many like decent to good running backs that it's crazy.
And that looks to be 1st down yardage. It is. Sideline pass incomplete for
That's
Gesicki.
PI.
Still trying to get something going here. First possession was good. Not
That's going to be
much
the problem
since
with tomorrow, bro. It's the defense. If the defense doesn't step up tomorrow,
down in 6, and what a catch
it won't matter
made
what
by
Tua does.
Bateman.
And that's what people
First
can't
third down
understand.
Conversion by the Ravens in the game. Jackson sacked. 3rd and 16. Jackson is forced out. 2nd and 9. Tua throws, pass caught. Wilson facing a blitz here, and
Cedric Wilson?
throwing incomplete. Sidearm throw. There's Andrews. Catch number 3 on the night, and it's good enough for a 1st down. Jackson in trouble, and down
if we
he
can get him down
goes.
like that tomorrow,
Javon Holland.
that's going to be the difference. Because when you hit him, when you go for him and you don't get him down, it's over.
Here's a throwback to Tua. They just play catch, and Gaskin takes off.
I mean, look at this. Wet that field was.
He throws it back, come back at you. Here
It might be like that tomorrow.
From the 40. Tua protected downfield. There's
Yes, sir.
the rookie, Waddle.
Yes, sir.
Well, watch this route. It's the speed there that gets him turned. It's really good work. Again, rookie on rookie.
From the 25. Albert Wilson.
Albert Wilson. Oh my God, we still had. Oh no, he left and they brought him back, right? Oh my God, Albert Wilson.
End zone.
10 years.
Penalty flag.
Thank you, ref.
Pass interference. Defense.
I mean, that's obvious PI. So.
Wilkins out of there as Tagovailoa throws and nearly picked as.
I get it. So fuck it, I'm throwing up to the 60.
Third down and goal, and that's going to be a full start against Austin Jackson, trying to get a head start.
Yeah, we've had Austin Jackson this long.
And a good
He's
call.
not even playing right now.
Tua. Pass is caught by one of the linemen. Had to have
Bro, Robert Hunt, bro.
eligible,
Shout out
and
Robert
then
Hunt.
Look at that.
That boy should have scored a
He's
touchdown, but
across
he
the
wasn't
goal line.
eligible.
Watch this. This is fantastic. I mean,
I remember this was on ESPN for fucking weeks.
And then reached across.
And when you're in the stadium,
but it
you're
doesn't
not
count.
paying attention to who's eligible and who's
in
not.
that
You're just
film
thinking,
room on Monday when I'm glad he's okay. That was not a good fall, but on Monday he's
look at those
even
teeth.
laughing
God
about
damn,
it.
that boy was fine.
End zone. Incomplete for Mac Hollins. Sanders is 3 for 3. Averaging over 160 rush yards a game. They've got 71. Here's one aired out. Flag on the play and incomplete.
Pass interference.
What?
Defense number 25.
Pass her.
Automatic first down.
Xavier Howard.
Xavier Howard.
Double move, a little bit of a slant and go, the grab right there. Even though
Are
the
you
safety's
kidding me?
working over his way, that's a good call. Again, nobody in
They
the
said
middle.
that's a good call.
They go there.
Oh, there you go. That's what happened. Yeah, ball don't lie. And guess who picks it up?
Returned by Howard. In and out of the hands of Sammy
Tutty?
Watkins, and Howard is in for the touchdown.
This is great watching old highlights. Oh, I must have been losing my mind when that happened. I definitely was losing my
Mike,
mind.
go ahead.
I think it's a catch. I'll tell you why. Because
definitely
you got
a
to
catch.
look now that you got control.
Oh,
and
that's
then
Sammy
you gotta
Watkins.
see 2 feet
R.I.P.
and then time, which equates
He's not
to
dead,
a
but,
third step.
you know,
There's
he ain't
number
playing in the
2.
NFL no more.
There's number 3. Then the ball gets pulled away.
Damn, so he forces a
now
fumble
going
and
for
picks it up
2.
and scores a tutty?
2 for 2 on the year in this category. 2 for 3.
Right now they're showing all-out blitz again.
Jackson wants it, takes it. Pass is low and incomplete.
It's on the ground.
Well, this is not from the defense. That's the type of
Big
game that we
Smythe.
need.
A lot of room, and Durham Smythe out
I'll tell
across
you.
the
But from the
45.
offense, since I got y'all here, and most of y'all ain't even watching this far,
Balls out and recovered by Eichenberg. Second time he's done that in the game.
Dolphins.
That's only the third career fumble by Tua. Here's a handoff to
Sorry, I'm wearing these
Gaskin.
glasses because I don't want people to insult my eyes. Oh, I can't do
Get the new
39
iPhone
minutes. That's too
17.
long. Come back? They give me more options than that. 39 minutes. All right, I'll skip through it. I'll do my best.
Mostert,
All right, so remember, so right now, so this was the next year with Tyreek, but we were down 21 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. I do remember that vividly. I was at work. But
screen. Tagovailoa. Here they
that
come
spin
with
out,
Washington.
I remember that so
There he
hard.
goes. Oweh chasing
It's a
touchdown.
River Craycraft.
To 5-yard drop. To Cray. Get for 118 yards on the ground.
Oh my god, what is this video, dude?
Jackson
I'm better
taking
off.
himself with the
Hold on.
finish.
I got y'all. I got myself because ain't nobody gonna stick through this thing. Was it Dolphins? Ravens? Just so I can skip it. It's definitely 2022. How long is that for? Yeah, a lot shorter. There you go.
And the here we go.
Look at that. Dude, we're down.
Wide open, they got the leap and waddle by midfield. Electrifying.
Look at that play. Hold on. I want to see that. Yeah, score your touchdown. Celebrate, you bozos.
26 seconds to play in the quarter. Tagovailoa. Eichenberg the block and wide open. They got the leap and waddle by midfield and down to the 42-yard
bro.
line.
Mike McDaniel, you need to get back to it,
The
dude.
block and 2 into the air. And look who he's got. Waddle again.
You know, there's a kind of.
All right, so we know he scored a touchdown.
Here's Seiler. Jackson will take it himself.
4th and 1, we get the stop. I remember that.
He was stood up and stoned. He did
Beautiful.
not make it. Did not make it. Thrown for a loss
How
of
much
about
time
a
is
yard.
left?
16
Okay.
times.
I'm not
He's
gonna
caught
fast
9.
forward. That's
3rd
like
and
4
10.
minutes.
Tua going deep. Oh, he's got Hill.
He's got Hill.
That
Bro,
is 6.
I was trying to explain to someone the other day why I love Kevin Harlan so much. It's because Kevin Harlan has called so many Dolphin games where we have either a tremendous play or a comeback, and he just called the one against the Falcons. We said, and here goes Hill. He lost him goodbye. There goes the speed. And you know why? You know why? I'm gonna show you. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm gonna waste your time. I'm gonna type it up. I know, because you're gonna see why his voice will always stick with me. Miami Miracle. Dude, the way he went off. Yeah, screw that. Who cares?
Probably never won anything.
Yeah, screw that.
10 seconds left. Tannehill will throw it. And this will end it after the shovel, or will it? Miami running around, circling. Oh, look out! Gronkowski didn't have the angle. Touchdown! Oh, Kenyon Drake! A miracle!
Dude, this is the way he calls it. He's like, oh, it should end it, or will it?
End it. And this will. Tannehill.
Take me back. Shout out
Tannehill
Tannehill.
will throw it. And this will end it after the shovel, or will it? Miami running around, circling. Oh, look out! Gronkowski didn't have the angle. Touchdown! Oh, Kenyon Drake! A miracle!
Dude, as a Dolphin fan, that shit lives in my memory all the time, bro. I was working. I was at Topgolf watching that game. And I remember just running up and down all the floors, just losing my mind.
Stills to Parker to Drake.
Now we got
Unbelievable. Stills with the perfect lateral here.
Parker.
Gets it to Parker, then Parker
to Drake.
and from 50 yards away, he's going to run through the
Amendola's
entire
out there against his whole
Patriot
team saying,
defense.
fuck
and
it.
you're right, look at Gronkowski's stumble.
Gronkowski
He was the
fucking
safety.
old big ass.
Fantastic.
Oh, Belichick was pissed.
The laterals were legal.
All right, let's watch the rest of this comeback play. This is what we need tomorrow. Touchdown to Hill.
And the Dolphins are back in business.
Here's that cover 0 look. No help in the middle. 4 guys lined up man to man.
They rush.
Oh my goodness, I remember that too. That would have been nuts.
Bring it in. Safeties are deep here, 3rd and 12. Hill a block.
I mean, we had such a different team back then, but I feel like we still have the same identity. You know? Because low-key, outside of Xavier Howard, we didn't have good fucking DBs. And yeah, you had Javon Holland, but we have Minka now. And I would say Minka's better than Holland. Oops, sorry. Spoke over such a great play. And that is the difference, that we don't have Tyreek Hill, and I understand that, but it's the fact that Tua's making the right calls and making the right plays and seeing what's happening downfield, you know what I mean? You would think it's easy, but it's not, bro. As someone who's played flag football quarterback, you don't see everything. You know, you think you know what everyone's running, and you think you see what the defense is, but it's not easy to see everything. And I'm not comparing myself to any type of quarterback in the NFL, but just saying in general.
Riverside's going to help you edit your podcast in record time.
Can you guys tell that I was doing a lot of searches on how to fix my camera?
And you just have to edit the text,
Great.
and that will edit the podcast.
AI is going to take your job, buddy. Just relax.
Oh, they're bringing everybody. Pressure in Jackson. Going deep.
Nothing. No PI. For what? It was overthrown, bum.
Holding Stout. Snapped by Moore for the lead, and he drills it. Flag thrown.
I remember there was a flag and that we were offsides, and they kicked it again instead of going for the first down. They don't show that.
Oh, an acrobatic catch to the 45. Hill. Williams brings him down.
Tyreek Hill with an exceptional catch, getting it into Baltimore territory.
Edmonds in the backfield. Armstead the block. Here comes Hill at the 40. He broke the tackle that time of Williams. He breaks another tackle. Then Clark from behind rides him down.
Pause. Rides him down. It's crazy.
Edmonds. Big hole.
Chase Edmonds' only big run of the year. I remember when we picked him up and everyone thought he was going to be a baller, and he sucked. He was so bad.
Bottom of your screen.
Here we go. Oh, nothing.
Incomplete, looking for Waddle. Tungo by Loa. Blocked by Armstead. 2 into the end zone. Caught for the touchdown.
Yes, sir.
Caught for the touchdown. Waddle. Miami has taken the lead.
God, this was definitely the great. I wish I was in Baltimore for that game. That was definitely the best thing I've ever seen Miami do.
You couldn't see.
I mean, who cares about that? I'm telling you. And then outside of that, is the only thing I want to talk about is just the Twitter posts from the Dolphins. You know, like you kind of see the vibe, like how everyone's happy. You know.
Again, the big ooze.
Waddle's still hyping up Tua.
No fans.
A-Chan and Ollie together.
We had a great day. It's effort, great team win. I think we can do one of these games. I think we got our swagger back. Come on now.
I love all these young ass, bro.
Okay, running back, we had a great day. It's effort,
Pause.
great team.
Ladies, you know.
This for the win, baby. Big dog. Win.
The locker room after.
Take this win 2 and make it win 3 real fast. How about that? Guess what? On the Oprah of Game Balls.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny? Is that when you see clips of Mike McDaniel talking to the media, it's always, you know, and everyone wants to shit on that. And then you see him talking to the team in the locker rooms, and it's been like this for years, and I know that for a fact. And you can look it up yourself, because I'm not gonna sit here and waste more time on my podcast trying to look up these clips. But I'm telling you, this is how it's always been. It ain't no with the team. Is always hype man. He's always talking his shit, and he's always hyping him up, you know. But obviously, it's harder when you lose, easier when you win. But with that, we'll play this.
Did we need this? Did you guys earn it? So let's go get this. Take this win 2 and make it win 3 real fast. How about that?
Real fucking fast. How about
Guess
that?
what? On the Oprah of Game Balls, everybody's getting.
We gonna even go fucking
Yeah, no, we got the matchup back there, man.
It's momentum, man. Momentum. They come in bunches, man. Let's come back to work. Let's get this damn win. It feel good. Let's get it on Thursday. Let's keep rolling, baby. Yeah. Let's go, y'all. Bring it in tight. Bring it in tight. Loud and proud, man. Make this the best one yet. Hey, Dolphins on 3. Dolphins on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, no, it's a different vibe right now. It's a different vibe right now. I want to show because I didn't watch this yet. They have Patrick Paul was on was mic'd up. I haven't watched it, so we can watch it together. And I'll leave it on that. Zach Sealer, you just collecting checks, bro. You cost us against the Bills. They want to talk about this. See, there's so much stuff that I haven't even spoken about. We should have I don't know if we could have beat the Bills, but we can't be running into the fucking punter, dude.
Talk to me, JB. Will do. Most definitely.
Dude, let's take a moment to appreciate that face mask.
Yes, sir.
Look at that face mask.
On me. I swear. Family.
Doesn't look like a team that gave up in that moment.
What's going on? We bring the juice today. 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, baby. Let's do it. Yes, sir. Woo! All day long.
Jonah is nasty, bro. I just can't say his last name, so I'm embarrassed to try to keep saying his name.
Hell no. I'm not. I'm a federal agent. He is, yeah. I'm mic'd up. He is mic'd up. No, I'm mic'd up. I'm a federal agent. Let's go, brother. Let's go. Yes, sir. Go. You do. I'm with you.
Let's start up front.
Yes, sir. We want the ball.
Let's start up front.
Let's go, Oosinator. Come on, Oos. Yes, sir.
Come on, Oos. I like the way you talk to him, bro. They still love him.
Hey, get them boys lined up, 5-5.
They would make you think in the media that they hate Tua.
No, I'm just talking. It's all friendly banter. How you doing? Man, can't call it. Hey, let's go. We scoring right now. Right now.
And back to pass Tua, and here he goes. That's a touchdown. Caught by Achane.
Touchdown.
And Miami is up 6-0.
That's it, man. Hey.
And that's a big dude, bro. Patrick Paul's a big motherfucker, bro.
Okay. Hey. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get in a good flow and let's operate, fellas.
I'm with you. Touchdown. Let's go.
First and goal.
Damn.
Timeouts, Tua. And he got the block on the play, and he throws.
Got to move that touchdown.
Malik Washington got the laser.
Yes, sir, Lee.
Hey, that's y'all. You heard that dude out? Got to get out. Got to make a play. That's y'all, baby.
That's leadership, dog. I'm done. Listen.
All right. Orange.
We're 2-6. Fuck it. I'll see y'all when we 11-6. Well, actually, no. I'll see y'all next week. But not for real. Oh. Look. I don't know how many people are going to listen. I don't know how many people care. I love the Dolphins. But more importantly, I love y'all. And more importantly than that, way more importantly than that, for the sake of your own family and of your well-being, make sure that you love yourself. You understand me? Because if you don't love yourself, don't none of it matter. I'll see y'all real soon.